Come into Studio C, Hamilton, Ontario's own Rudi Williams. Thanks for being here.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
We already got you on camera once this year. You were in the audience when Jax was here, I think,
Yeah.
right? So we've already had a little bit of you. Now we get more. We're happy. So it's Rudi, but it's also Wrubell.
Yeah, that's my real name, like my government name. But when I was younger, no one could ever say that name. The substitute teachers, they would butcher it. So I just decided to have a nickname like 5th or 6th grade. They came up with Rudi.
Do you miss Wrubell? Do you like it?
I only hear that when I go home. Like my mom and like my family members will call me that, but nobody else really calls me.
You've been
that.
Rudi long enough, it just kind of fits you.
Yeah, that's just what I am to everyone else.
Do the guys ever give him a Wrubell, a Coach Pope, or is he just straight?
I don't think he got a lot of names, but I don't think he's gotten Wrubell from the team. Yeah.
Growing up in Canada, you're born and raised, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Hamilton, Ontario, for those who don't know, it's close-ish to Toronto?
Yeah, probably just like 20, 30 minutes away from downtown Toronto, so it's just like right outside the city.
Okay, what were your favorite sports growing up? What were you playing?
My first organized sport that I played was soccer. So like I was a big soccer player growing up, and then I finally started playing organized basketball like 5th grade, like on a real team and like not just school. And yeah, kind of took off with that. I wasn't too good at soccer, you know, so we kind of had to just thrash that and decided basketball was gonna get it done, so.
I was born in Ontario and grew up in Canada, and so when I found out another Canadian was coming in, I was excited to talk hockey with you, but that's not happening. You're not a huge hockey guy.
You cannot be Canadian and not like hockey. What?
PK Subban, that's all I know. Wayne Gretzky, yeah. That's as good as it gets for me. I don't know anybody else.
It's all good. Coach Pope, I like to ask you this when we bring players in. You know, they have their own story about their journey to BYU, but somewhere along the line, you hear about this guy for the first time.
Yeah. He had, had a terrific career, had put up huge numbers at Coastal Carolina, playing for a coach that I know and really respect as a terrific coach in a good program. And, we knew that losing Alex Barcelo, we had a huge need in the backcourt. We needed someone to come in and take on not just a growing role, but a massive role. And so I jumped on a plane like 17 different times.
Yes.
I think in fact, can we tell this story?
Yes.
I think we can tell this story.
Go ahead.
So Rudi and I had never met in person. Recruiting in the transfer portal is super fast. Like, it happens really fast. It's like a 3-week recruiting process. And so what I didn't know is that since he was a young boy, Rudi had always dreamed about someday playing at BYU. And so we had done a Zoom and a call, and I'm like, I'm flying out there. So I took a red eye, and I got, had to drive forever. I don't even know what airport I flew into, and then drove forever and got to his apartment complex. And Rudi had me outside the door I was knocking on the door for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was sleeping. I was.
So Rudi was super excited that we were coming to visit, that I was coming to visit. And, but actually, it was really fun for me because this joy that he's got in his heart, and this beautiful personality, even though he was sleepy at the time, it was very clear to see it. I was like, oh man, we got to get this kid to roll out to BYU. Super fun. I'll never forget that. It was a fun moment for me.
I'll add on to that story. Just college apartments. Like, I think my apartment was, it was like, we're on the 3rd floor. It was like 310 or something like that. But I just gave him my address. I didn't tell him what apartment I was in. So I just remember hearing knock, 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 knock.
It's going door to door?
So I'm like, who's knocking on my door?
It was straight missionary mode. I kid you not. It was like, let's go.
And then I opened the door, and I'm like, who's this 6'10" guy? And I was like, oh, BYU's coming to see me today.
That's right.
I do remember that.
Now, the Coastal part was just the most recent stop for you.
Yes, sir.
Before Coastal was Kansas State.
Yep.
Before Kansas State, Northeast Oklahoma A&M. Mm-hmm. Before that, you're playing high school ball in Canada.
Yeah.
You had a dream, though, of playing big-time ball in the States.
Yes, sir.
What was it like trying to get seen up there and then, getting down here?
It took a whole lot of sacrifices, honestly. It was like my sophomore year, I was 16. It took like a lot of convincing. You know, I had to beg my mom to ask her to leave home so I could come to America, you know, just to better my chances of getting a scholarship. And, you know, that summer, like, I will never forget, I was on my best behavior. I didn't cause no trouble because I just wanted to prove to her that, you know, that I was mature enough and, like, ready to leave home and take a new step in my life and stuff like that. So she finally let me do it. And then, you know, I moved down to Florida, was playing high school basketball down there. And then that's where, you know, I started to get, like, recognized by college coaches and, like, you know, getting seen and starting to get recruited. So, and then it kind of took off from there.
What have you learned at each stop along the way, do you think?
I would just say, you know, just never settle. That would be my biggest takeaway from, like, my journey. You know, just always want more for yourself and, you know, never settle. Those two things.
What's been Rudi's impact, Coach Pope, on this program, on the floor and off?
Well, he's had a huge impact on the floor. You know, starting with, you know, making massive contributions in games. Take your pick of the laundry list of games where Rudi's been huge for us. But like the impact that I love the most is the impact he's had in our locker room and in our community as players. And we've talked about this so much, but you talk about special human beings. You know, it's interesting, it's super interesting to me that Rudi just said that never settle for anything. And yet he has been the most generous, giving, lifting up player we've had on this team. He's been like an invaluable, like a life-changing mentor to Dallin Hall, the point guard position, and he lifts up everybody on this team. And so it's been incredible to watch. I can't overstate it. Very few players would take the journey that Rudi's taken, even just this season for us, and handle it the way he has in terms of staying focused on just doing whatever it takes to be great. And it's awesome to watch, and it's been special. Like, we'll be talking about Rudi Williams in our locker room, how he was in our locker room for the next 2 decades. I kid you not, he is one of those archetypal examples about how you put team first and make a team great. It's pretty cool.
We've got to get to break, Rudi, but I'll have to ask you, in the one season, you're going to have just one season here. What has it meant to you to be at BYU?
Honestly, it's meant a lot. You know, I haven't taken any game for granted, any date for granted, because when I was a little kid, this is like, you know, what I dreamed of, you know, playing for.
That's what I told him. That's what you dreamed of.
Oh, honestly, though, like, you know, just playing for, like, a good team, good coaches, like a lot of camaraderie. And then, you know, obviously playing in front of the fans that we play on, like, on a nightly basis. So, like, when I was younger, this is what I always, like, thought of it in my head would be like. And, you know, finally getting to live that out is, it's pretty fulfilling and it feels good.
When we were at Midnight Madness, I was like, yep, this is going to be a wrap for Rudi. So Rudi comes out in the top concourse, the spotlight's on, the fan, you guys, thank you so much for being there, going crazy. Yeah. The gym packed, Canadian flags flying everywhere. And I was like, Rudi is just like, do the mic drop. I got everything I wanted out of BYU. The season hasn't even started.
On night one, yeah. We're glad you're here. We are really glad you're here, both at BYU and on the show tonight. Still on the way, we'll get into game show mode for a bit when BYU basketball with Mark Pope continues. Stay with us.
This is your guys' song. You deserve
our goal, 50,000 books in the hands of children.
Okay, and I can help. Why do you do this? What do you get out of this?
It needs hope, and you need to show that little bit of love.
When you lay down your head. People come here one way, and they change while they're here. It was so great to be a part of it.
Accidents don't just happen 9 to 5. They happen when you least expect them. The team at Siegfried & Jensen is here for you 24/7. Nights, weekends, every day, every hour. Really here for you. No matter when you call us, you'll speak to a real person and have access to the same expertise and personal attention as always, and get the legal help you need when you need it. Nights, weekends, every day, every hour, 24/7.
Learn more at siegfriedandjensen.com. If you're looking to build your brand awareness and increase market share as BYU moves into the Big 12, this is the place, BYU Athletics. We can provide the tools you need to make sure your company is seen and heard. BYU Athletics is where you can align your products and services with loyal fans that cheer for our Cougars. And they can also help your business win. Learn more about what a partnership with BYU Athletics and your company will look like. After all, this is the place. Email sponsorship at byu.edu today.
This is where we dominate. Our playground, place of business. This is our promised land, where we seek to find ourselves. And we're here to make sure the spaces our best prove themselves on appear how they should. Intermountain Healthcare, official medical provider for BYU Athletics.
Basketball with Mark Pope, presented by Siegfried and Jensen. Let's get to the fun and games portion of tonight's show. Roll it. Back. The big heads are back. It is the return of Heads Up. Y'all know how it works. Coach, Rudy, and I are all going to play. We have envelopes with cards. We're going to each open our envelopes when it's time. I'll do first. And you pull the card closest to you, make sure it stays facing out, and then people will see the word, but you won't. And then your fellow competitors will then give you clues based on questions you ask as to who your identity might be in the name on your head. I'm sure that all made sense. All right, here we go. Tonight's theme is famous Canadians.
Famous Canadians.
Famous Canadians.
Famous Canadians. You should kill at this.
We have two in the building here, so we're going to start here. This is, all right, this is the first one. This is a practice round only. This is how it works. All right, so I ask a question. Is this famous Canadian living or dead?
Living.
Living. Is he currently living in the U.S. or Canada?
U.S.
U.S. Is he living in Utah?
Yes.
Yes. Duh.
You did look at me for the answer.
Is he in this room right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Is he me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, he is.
I had a 50-50 shot. All right, is it me or Rudy? Okay. Rudy, you go first.
Okay, here we go.
First card facing you, yep.
First card. These cards are stuck. Okay, never mind, I got one.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't know how. I know. I'm not. Oof.
Famous Canadians. So I can start with the questions?
Yep.
Okay, is this famous Canadian dead or alive?
Alive.
Okay, is this famous Canadian a movie star?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, is this famous Canadian, questions for famous Canadian. I can't ask what movie he's been in.
There's only one famous Canadian movie star.
No. But he is a big one.
Can I get a hint? A movie?
If we say comedy, he does a lot of comedies.
Yeah.
Am I Jim Carrey?
Yes. Nicely done. Good job.
Yeah, he's funny.
All right, Coach Pope.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Am I dead or alive?
Alive.
Am I here in Utah?
No.
No.
Am I living in Canada right now?
Sometimes, but he does a lot
Am
of
I an
travel.
athlete?
No.
Ooh, there's only one Canadian I know. Okay, I'm not an athlete. I'm not living in the United States.
Well, sometimes you are.
He's rich.
He's rich.
He moves around a lot.
Am I rich?
He moves around a lot.
All right, am I in, I'm a famous person. Am I in movies?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh boy, see that was the only Canadian.
He said there's only
actor I
one.
know.
Yeah.
All right, I have no idea where to go from here.
Yeah.
So is there somebody in the audience that wants to give me a hint? What?
Married to a Utah connection.
Oh boy.
Oh, I didn't know all that.
Her family is in Hebrew.
Oh, wow. And I didn't even know that.
Okay, is his name Ryan Reynolds? I would have.
So, hold up.
It would have taken me a
Blake
year
Lively
to
lives in,
get
her family
this.
lives in Heber?
So her sister, or I guess it's a half sister, Robin Lively, and her husband.
Oh, wow.
were in Hebrew for a while.
I did not know that connection.
Okay, can I ask a question though? Because Shay was over here going like this. I don't know what that means.
The proposal.
Oh, the
yeah.
proposal. There we go. Good, Shay.
All right, another famous Canadian.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, am I an athlete?
Yeah.
Yes.
Golfer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I Mike Weir?
Yes.
Hey! Way to give it away. That's good. I like that. Those are my
Did
favorites.
I say golfer? Oops. Oh, let's go.
Where's my thing? Am I?
Oh, don't. He didn't see it.
I almost cheated.
There we go. Perfect. I love it.
Is this famous Canadian dead or alive?
Alive.
Live.
Is this famous Canadian a musician?
Yes.
Am I Drake?
Yes.
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 All right. I'm super nervous.
Toronto's own Drake.
I'm nervous that we're laughing already.
Oh my
Am I
goodness.
dead or alive?
Alive.
Am I in this room right now?
No.
Definitely not.
Oh. Am I an athlete?
No.
He might think he is sometimes, but no, that's not his thing.
Am I this person clearly is funny. Am I an actor?
No.
No.
Am I, well, I wonder why everybody knows me. Am I a politician?
No.
No.
Am I on television?
Hey, been on TV.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Am I a comedian?
No.
No.
I'm an artist,
Yes.
a musician.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay, help me with this genre of music. Am I a singer?
Yes.
Yeah, pop.
Pop?
Pop. Yeah.
Yeah. And popular with a certain segment of the population. Yeah.
That is not helping me at all. I could get myself in so much trouble. Am I large in stature?
No. He's like 5'8".
Am I, at one point, did I have a pet monkey?
Question for the girls. That's a question for the girls.
The answer is yes.
I actually believe the answer may be yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna sing here. Let me just sing. I'm gonna sing this song, and you guys tell me if this is. Yeah, now everyone started leaning forward. They're like, "This is gonna be a train wreck." I think it's Justin Bieber.
Yeah, Justin Bieber.
Oh boy.
She's Canadian?
Yes.
Okay. Am I a female?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't even know that.
Okay. Am
See, how proud are you right now?
I'm
are you
really
so proud?
Yeah.
I? Okay. Am I a singer?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I Celine Dion?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
This is the last one right here. All right. Where's the head thing, guys? Help me out.
You're right there.
Okay, here we go.
Is this famous Canadian an athlete?
Yes.
Is this famous Canadian a basketball player?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Am I Andrew Wiggins?
No.
Nope.
Am I Steve Nash?
Yes.
Yes.
I should have went that way
The
first.
WCC's own Steve Nash. Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
Boom.
Is this person a woman?
No.
No.
So it's a man. Is this person stunningly, outrageously handsome?
Matter of perspective. Yeah. Yeah.
Opinionated.
Is this person a joy-filled, team-first superstar? Oh, I was sure this was Rudi. It's not?
No.
Wait, how did we not get Rudi on the list? This is my last one. Oh, I was so confident.
You'll get it. You'll get this person.
Okay. I can't remember the questions I answered. I said, as a man.
Yeah, you got so far you're looking at a man.
Handsome.
And an athlete.
I'm so bummed out. Somebody said yes. I got an emphatic yes. Is this person an actor?
No.
No.
Athlete?
Yes.
Okay. Is this person a current athlete?
No.
Is this person on ice?
Yes.
Is this person nicknamed the Great One?
Yes.
Wayne Gretzky.
Here you go. Good job. All right.
How did we not have Rudi? I was so excited. I was like, I got the last one. It's got to be Rudi. Then I was trying to throw you some love about being handsome.
I know, but technically I'm not famous, though.
I think you're famous.
Yeah,
You're on the Greg Wrubell Coaches Show.